Hola, bienvenidos.
Welcome to beautiful Mazatlan.
Buenos dias, good morning country collectors, and welcome to state number 20.
Woo woo, we're in Sinaloa, baby.
And today we are going to be exploring the beautiful coastal city of Mazatlan.
We can't wait to show you around, but before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our future adventures.
And stay tuned till the end where we're going to give you some more of our recommendations. I thought the best way to start our day was with a map of the city because it is quite big. It can be a bit intimidating when you're planning your first day, so for ease of explanations, I have divided it into the 3 zones we were told about when we got here. Starting with the north zone, also referred to as Nuevo Mazatlan. The central area is Zona Dorada, or the Golden Zone, aka the Hotel Zone, and the southern region is known as El Centro, the historic Old Town.
In this video, we're going to be focusing on the southern zone, including the Centro Historico, its beaches, and much more. Now let's check out where we're staying.
Welcome to our casa. This house has been absolutely perfect for us. Upon entering, it has a nice open living room fit with a smart TV, a large dining room, as well as a full kitchen. The front bedroom features a double bed, a trundle bed, and a full bath. The back bedroom also has a double bed and a full bathroom, so it can sleep 6 comfortably. Outside there is room for parking, and there is also a small yard in the back and laundry room.
It's located between El Centro and the Golden Zone, making it the perfect place for exploring the city. If you're interested, we'll put a link to it in the pinned comment below. It's also only 2 blocks from the beach, so let's head there right now.
Welcome to La Playa, baby, and oh my gosh, I am already roasting. I'm sure you've seen the sweat on my forehead already pooling. I gotta put my hair up. It's only 8:30 in the morning. We're here in October. I heard that if you wanted a little bit cooler, come between December and April. But yeah, this is Playa Norte here. Absolutely beautiful. Running along it are some palapa restaurants. We went to one the other day called Puerto Azul, and we got some aguachile and a fish fillet with garlic. We watched the sunset and there was a banda band playing. It was just magical.
As you can see, we are on the Malecon right now. It's considered to be one of the longest in the world, coming in at 21 kilometers. We're just gonna take this south all the way down to the Centro Historico, so come with us.
And we definitely recommend coming down to the boardwalk and enjoying it in the early morning or like later afternoon because it is so toasty. But you'll see a lot of people running, exercising, walking their dogs, riding their bikes. It's a lot of fun.
And if you don't feel like walking on one of these hot days, remember, there are tons of options here for transportation, including buses, taxis, and pulmonias, which we'll tell you more about in just a little bit. All along the Malecon, you will find beautiful statues like this iconic one right here that was built in 1958 to honor the local fishermen.
And while we were walking along the boardwalk, we ran into Victor. We've been talking to him for a little bit. He is very, very nice, and we just learned that he sells tours here.
Actually, we had a really good information in Mazatlan because Mazatlan is a beautiful place for vacation.
Yes, it sure is.
Actually, so we have a different kind of tours in case you want to join us. So we have a Stone Island tours, we have a fishing trips, we have a Deer Island, and all kind of tours you can enjoy so much. Come and enjoy us anytime, man.
Sounds great, and we will put his number down in the description for you. Mucho gusto.
Thank you.
What a nice guy. There are so many friendly locals around here, and as you're walking along, you're gonna see people really enjoying the water. So basically anywhere you are on Playa Norte, you can just hop in and enjoy the cool blue ocean.
Just across the street here, you will find a little square. This is where the colorful Mazatlan letters are, which is a great place to snap a photo. Back here, there's a little playground that your children can enjoy, and in front of us is a basketball court. We've been here a couple times and enjoyed some games. It was a lot of fun.
And make sure to keep those peepers peeping, people, for details like this. In the letters, they've actually selected very special things from the area and included them. Like up here, we have the cliff divers, which we're gonna be taking you to see in a little bit, and the cathedral right down here.
And just across the street down here is this restaurant called Muchacho Alegre. We walked by many times and it's always been packed, and in the afternoons there's live music. So if you're looking for something like this could be the spot. As you keep continuing down, you are gonna run into all the fishing boats here. You might smell it first. I know I definitely did. But besides tourism, Mazatlan has other main industries. It is a working city, and one of the other main ones here is fishing. So when you walk by, you know, just make sure to appreciate these hardworking men for that food that you get on your plate here. And if you come in the morning, you can watch them bringing in their catch, and you can also buy some if you'd like.
And something else I love about when fishermen bring in their catch is that it also brings in the birds, like these frigates here. This fisherman down here is filleting the fish, and he's holding up pieces, and they're actually coming down and picking it right off of the knife. It's so cool. And check out these pelicans here for some scraps, maybe a little treat.
Yeah, it's like they're just waiting patiently.
And we were just walking along and saw some delicious looking fresh seafood, and he offered us an oyster to try. Look at that, he literally just took this out of the ocean. It's a little early, but I'm gonna go for it.
Oh, ¿Cómo te llamas?
Alan.
Oh,
Alan.
gracias. That's so sweet.
He even gave me the accoutrement. Let's drip some of that on there.
I mean, it couldn't get much fresher than that, right?
Wow. That is so good.
Oh,
Muchas gracias.
yeah, gracias.
Look at this mountain of oysters he has right here.
Woo! So yes, definitely come down and see him. He's right by where the fishermen are.
Yeah, check out the fishermen, grab yourself some fish, and then come and have some delicious oysters.
Gracias. Wow, we have already met like 2 or 3 really nice people, and we just started. I think that's the takeaway from this video, maybe a lesson the next time you go on vacation. Just be open. And when you are open and you talk to people, talk to the locals, you'll have all these other experiences that'll just make your time so much more fulfilling.
I mean, I think it's not even just a vacation lesson. That is a life lesson. Be open to the world. Let the love in. The world is your oyster, and if you're lucky, you might even get one for free.
Good one. Just a bit further down here is Playa Los Pinitos. It's a quiet, smaller beach. The waves are gently rolling in, so it's a nice place to swim. There are some surfers out here this morning, which is really neat. And here you can rent umbrellas and chairs, and they have some little restaurants set up here as well to get your fresh seafood. And I just asked how much the umbrellas were. He said it is 150 pesos for an umbrella and a chair. If you want a table with 4 chairs and an umbrella, it'll be 300 pesos.
As we've been walking around, you've probably noticed some of these very cool and unique looking vehicles. They're called pulmonias. They're privately owned taxis here in the area. They have such character, it's absolutely an essential that you take a ride in them. They got their name because when they started out there were only 1 or 2 and it wasn't a big deal, but as the numbers grew and it started to take a toll on the taxis and buses in the area, they tried to come up with a plan that would make it so people wouldn't want to take them. So they said, what can we do? Well, since they're open and all the air comes in, we'll tell people that it gives them pneumonia and then they won't want to take it anymore. Obviously that is not true, but the name stuck, hence the name pulmonias.
Walking a bit more, we have found this statue here. It is called the Monument to the Continuity of Life. And up over here is Icebox Hill, which is aptly named. During the mid-1800s, they imported ice here from San Francisco, and it was actually stored in these limestone caves and used to keep their perishables from spoiling. You have to remember back then there was no modern refrigeration, so this is how they did it.
That's so cool.
I know.
Literally.
It sure is.
And as we're walking down a little bit more, I wanted to point out that right next to that statue, there are some public restrooms for 6 pesos, just in case you gotta go. And just a little bit farther right here is someplace you do not want to miss. Let's go check it out. Right now, this esplanade is quite empty, but in the afternoons, it comes alive with vendors and tourists. They have some great viewpoints, as well as statues like the mermaid over here with the view of the city behind her, as well as a platform that we're gonna go check out right now.
Any guesses what this platform is used for? I'll give you one hint, Acapulco. Maybe you've guessed it by now. This is where the clavadistas or those daredevil divers will plunge down into those treacherous waters. It doesn't seem like there is any sort of schedule. We've noticed later afternoons, more people come around and they dive. Also on the cruise ship days, they go all the time. This diver actually just came over to just us and said, do you want me to dive for you? So if it's just you, I think they'll do it as well. Maybe you'll even catch it at night. They have torches and dive in the water with them. It's really neat as well. So yeah, yeah, definitely one of the biggest attractions here to see.
When you're done marveling at the divers, come across the street and check out the Cueva del Diablo, or the Devil's Cave. It's actually one of those limestone caves we just mentioned before that's in Icebox Hill. There's a bunch of stories that are surrounding the meaning of it, ranging from a revolutionary place where they used to keep the ammunition, or even where the pirates used to keep their booty. But my favorite is that they use it as an overflow drunk tank during Carnival. Mazatlan is actually the third largest carnival in the world, so I don't know what to think is true, but it's definitely worth coming over and snapping a photo.
All right, we have made it to what I would say is the start of the Centro Historico off of the Malecon. You can see the restaurants and stores have started again. What do you say we continue on this boardwalk all the way to the end before we head into town?
Love that idea.
Let's do it.
Behind me here is one of the coolest things along the entire Malecon, the Carpa Olivera saltwater pool. It was built in 1914 and it was originally part of a larger development that was unfortunately destroyed in one of the hurricanes that came through here. It's a saltwater pool that fills naturally from the ocean's waves, and I wish we could go in right now, but unfortunately it is closed. So hopefully when you come, it'll be open for a nice little swim.
Man, did we luck out with this weather. Actually, I'll be honest, every day has been like this. We have been quite spoiled, but right next to the swimming pool running along here is the main beach. This is Playa Olas Altas, which means high waves, as there are some pretty big waves out here. We've seen some surfers. This is just a great place to come and enjoy the sand and the water with yourself, with friends and family, and also come down here to catch the sunsets because they are just gorgeous. And actually the other day when we were down here viewing the sunset, we ran into two couples who watch our channel. Hi, Billy and Mark.
Hi, Julie and Louise. Julie
and Louise actually live here, so they gave us a ton of information, some of which we are using in this video. So let's all give them a big thank you.
Muchas gracias. We have made it to the beginning of the Malecon. Well, I guess it's the end of the Malecon for us. But behind me here is a statue that's dedicated to one of Mexico's most beloved actors and singers, Pedro Infante, who just so happened to be born here in this city in 1917. You can even hear this guy over here playing some of his music. It's just so soothing and beautiful. Gracias, Pedro. All right, I think it's time to head into town and check out the bones of this area. So come along.
If you enjoy learning the history of buildings, you are really gonna like these next two. This one here behind me is the Best Western Posada Freeman. It was built in 1944 and is the first high-rise hotel in northwestern Mexico. Our friends Julie and Luis told us if you go up top to the tippy top, it has the best view of this area. So why don't we go try to see if we can do that.
One more flight to go. I can see sunlight. Come on.
Wow, they were not lying. You have a 360-degree view up here. Over here I can see the port where the cruise ships come in, and in the distance you can see the islands, the cathedral back here. This is incredible. We're gonna sit down and enjoy a couple drinks and then head back down. We'll see you there.
The second building we wanted to mention was right here, the Hotel Belmar, which was the first hotel built on the beach here back in 1922, which means this year is its 100th year anniversary. Happy birthday! It was also known to be one of John Wayne's favorite hangout spots while he was on vacation.
We crossed the street and we're walking under the Hotel Belmar, and we saw this place called the Looney Cafe, and it just brought me back to home because we have a Looney bakery. I feel like these two are just like a match made in Looney heaven. So of course we had to stop. I mean, we needed a little break anyways out of the sun and to rest our legs. So we got something to eat and drink, which we will show you when it arrives.
While we're waiting for our food, we noticed there is a bike rental place next door called Bikeas. They do bikes for 70 to 100 pesos for 1 hour, or 5 hours for 200 to 250 pesos. Could be a great way to see the city. Check
out these beverages we just got delivered. Adam went with a coffee frappe, and I got this juice. It's called the Tropical Zinger. Let's try it out. Ooh! I can tell why it's called the Tropical Zinger. Delicious. They set the food down on the table and Adam and I were like a couple of ravenous animals just jumping in. But I went with a garden salad, very simple, comes with chicken and balsamic vinaigrette, so tasty. And then Adam got a BLAT, bacon, lettuce, avocado, tomato with chicken on it with a side of zucchini fries that he is just adoring. I absolutely love this spot. You know, right on the water, we got that ocean breeze, and what a lovely pick-me-up. We definitely needed that. Well, we are heading down to a really unique spot right now. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Come along.
Welcome to Callejon Liverpool, where you can come and get a taste of England right here in Mexico. Make sure to stop by and say hi to John, Paul, Peter, and Ringo.
Peter.
I always get him confused. I meant George. George, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, but I do remember you.
Oh my gosh.
They also have a British telephone booth, Mini Cooper, as well as a yellow submarine, and a Marilyn Monroe with her little skirt blowing up in the wind. It's not that windy, Marilyn. It also looks like they have some Dia de Muertos skulls set up, so let's go down and check it out.
Say hi to Peter. Wow, these calaveras are so beautiful. Adam said he actually saw them making these in an art school, right in town. It looks like they are just setting them up right now, so they might have a special night down here for Dia de los Muertos. But I just love this colorful papel picado just paired with these calaveras. It gives it such a beautiful, unique touch. I'm in love.
If we all live in a yellow submarine, we all have to be very tiny because this is not that big.
True. And while we're in England, we would love to give a shout out to our newest patrons.
Shannon, Kevin, Deegan, Carly, Chris,
Joshua, Daisy, Anastasia, and Kate. Thank you so much for everything.
You really help keep us on the road and having so much fun that we get to share with you at home. So thank you so much.
Yeah, we're so happy and grateful and blessed that you are a part of our community. And we just love it and love you. If you would like to join our Patreon community, we will put the link in the description below. Well, there is right around the corner another very colorful spot, and we'd love for you to join us, so come along.
Just around the corner is Casas de Colores, or the colorful houses. It's a great place to come down and take a stroll, enjoy all the green and colorful houses, as well as snap some photos. We were down here the other day and there was a photo shoot going on, so why don't we do one right now?
Good one. America's Next Top Model.
That's right, baby. It really is just so nice wandering through town back here in these beautiful streets. It has so much character.
We have found ourselves down here in Plaza República, and behind me here is the main cathedral of the city. It took over 45 years to build and was finished in 1899. You can see it has Baroque, neoclassical, and Gothic types of architecture. Something really interesting we learned was that, whoa, there are pigeons everywhere. But the 28 windows on the outside all incorporate a Star of David, and that was because there was a wealthy Mazatlan Jewish family who donated construction funds, so it was a way for them to give back, which is really neat. But yeah, you can come down here, relax, and enjoy the views of the cathedral. But what do you say we head down to the main plaza?
Love that idea.
Let's go. Welcome to Plazuela Machado. This is the beating heart of the historic center, originally constructed in 1837. This is the oldest plaza in the city. I've just taken cover under the iron gazebo here. This was built in 1870. It's just beautiful, and there are so many decorations. There we go. I got a little brain sizzle from all this heat today. Decorations set up for Dia de los Muertos. There's the large La Catrina. They have the papel picado. And behind us here, they're setting up a large ofrenda as well. We heard that on November 2nd at 8 p.m. there is a grand parade with over 20,000 people in attendance that we're gonna go to. And when you're here, hopefully you can come around this time too, because it's very exciting. Someone just dropped the plates. Just around the corner from the plaza, you will find the Angela Peralta Theater. This is one of the city's cultural treasures and main attractions. With over 800 seats, it is a powerhouse of a performance center. Outside here, you can see they do have a schedule of the performances, so hopefully when you're here, you can catch a show. Just across the street, Adam sniffed out a place with gelato. You know, he's always looking out for our sweet tooth.
I'm an expert in these matters, people.
And the name is El Artesano, which I believe is a play on words. Helado, which is ice cream, and then artesano, which is a craftsman, because inside it was filled with a bunch of art. And I mean, this is crafted really well.
Oh yeah, this is so creamy and delicious. I went with the Ferrero Rocher, and let me tell you, it hits the spot.
Yeah, and then I got the blackberry cheesecake. Hey!
I'm gonna steal some of that.
Yeah, we definitely recommend this. So we're gonna finish these up and then just head up the street to the Museum of Art. We'll see you there.
Just around the corner and heading back towards the ocean, you will run into the Museum of Art here. So if you're looking for some fine art, this is the place to do it. I'm just kidding, but seriously, here is the place to do it. They're open Wednesday through Sunday and admission is free.
All right, friends, we have one last very special stop that we want to take you to. We actually haven't been there yet, so we're going to be, you know, seeing this together for the first time. What do you say we take one of those really neat pulmonias to get there?
I like that idea. No more walking.
Well, he doesn't know, but there's gonna be a lot more walking.
Okay.
Let's go find one. Woohoo! Look at us. We
That's
are
right,
in
riding
one.
in style.
I love it. It's yellow. He's got some music playing. You can feel the breeze and see the ocean out here.
I hope you don't get pneumonia.
But yeah, this is one of my favorite ways to just cruise around the city. We are paying 70 pesos to get over there. I think it should have been 60, but that's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We're just having a good time, and we're so happy that you're here with us. We've arrived.
All right, chicos, we have made it to our last stop here. Does anybody know what Faro means? It means the lighthouse, and here in Mazatlan they have a very special one. It's located 160 meters above sea level, making it one of the highest in the world. To get there, we have to take some steps, and I heard that there are over 350 of them.
Excuse me?
It is free to enter, but if you want to go out on this crystal platform, it costs 30 pesos to do that. So we are gonna buy our tickets up here for that. So come along, let's go start this hike.
3 tips before we head out. Sorry to be like your dad right now. Make sure to use the restroom here before you go up. It's 10 pesos, and you know you don't want to have to go when you're all the way up there. 2, hold on to your tickets, because if you lose them, you're gonna have to walk all the way back down to buy more to go back up.
That's what we think, but maybe you can buy them up there too.
It's
you might
possible.
change your mind.
It's true. And 3, make sure you bring water, because it's hot out here and we care about you.
Yeah, all right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
And I just saw a sign down there that said the hike takes between 1 to 2 hours, and Adam was like,
Are you serious?
I had no idea. It's 4:45 and they said they close at 6:30, so I wonder if they just close it and then like you can still get out.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't give us a warning before we came in, like, make sure you're back down.
So we shall see.
We'll see together.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, and look right here. There's cats. There's like 5 of them. They are so cute. And up here there's a sign that says clean up after your pet, so you can bring your pets up on this walk if you would like. They just have to be on a leash.
But these are free cats. They're living their best life.
Liberty for all. So far this walk has been quite gradual uphill. I thought there were gonna be steps. Maybe we just haven't made it to the step part yet.
I hope not. I hope it just stays nice and gradual like this.
For you, I hope so too. But I doubt it.
And there are going to be little furry friends beside cats along the way. We've seen a couple of raccoons already, and they're just doing their raccoon thing.
Oh my gosh, right there. Raccoons are so cool. Their hands, they have opposable thumbs just like we do. That's how they can open everything so well.
They're also very sneaky.
Yeah, they are.
It looks like we have made it to the steps. I was really hoping there weren't going to be steps, and Heidi said 350, but it turns out, according to the sign, there's only 336. So I think I can do it. Can you guys do it?
Yeah, 14 less than what I said. So
all right,
you got this.
let's do it.
And at the beginning, we got up a little bit and I was like, man, I wanted to count for us. But look, they do it for us right here. It says we're already at step 90. So good job, everyone. Let's keep going. You're doing great.
Thanks. And definitely make sure you're drinking enough water and go at your own pace. A gentleman down here just had a sort of collapse and they had to call for the paramedics to come down and help him out. Be careful, it's definitely worth the view, but take your time.
Absolutely. All right, we are at 270, so what does that mean? We have 66 more steps.
63, 62, 61. I feel like Rocky.
You did it, babe.
Adrian! Faro Lighthouse!
We're here. Let's go check out this view.
Let's do it.
We earned it.
Wow, what a view. You can see the entire city all the way down to Cerritos. You can see the islands out here on the ocean, the mountains in the distance. When you come here, you have got to do this. And I feel like we did it at the right time of the day. It's cooler than other parts and the sun will be setting in not too long. So that could be absolutely incredible.
I know. Well, let's go check out the lighthouse and that crystal walkway.
I like the sound of that.
Behind us here is the lighthouse. They're having an event right now. Outside here, you can see some of the artwork. It is so beautiful. Something really interesting that I read was before the lighthouse here, they would actually build bonfires so the navigators out in the sea could be directed into this port here.
How did they get the wood up here?
I mean, they probably just cut the trees down that were already up here and just built it really high. It had to have been quite a large bonfire.
For sure. These are some very impressive photos right here, and it looks like the crystal walkway is right over here. Let's do this thing.
Right now we are just in a small queue. I think they limit it to 10 people out there at a time. I think you get 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, enough to get your photos and just get a view. I mean, safety first, people. You don't want to put 100 people out there and we all get the quick way down to the bottom.
No, thanks. That's quite a visual.
Thank you. All right, it's time to head up. I'm so excited. And before we head out there, you have to take your shoes off because they don't want to damage the glass while you're walking out.
All right. It actually said you only get 3 minutes, but I feel like that's enough still. This breeze is incredible, amazing, everything I hoped for after that hike.
All right, we're about to step out onto the glass and...
Whoa, look at that. You can see the cliff side here all the way down to the ocean. If you're scared of heights, this may not be your thing.
It's true. Maybe you want to stay over on like the main part of the mountain.
I can see some of you at home gripping onto your couch right now.
Wow.
Wow, but we're so glad you're experiencing this with us.
So beautiful. What a special experience.
Wow, just again, oh, you're welcome. When you're up here and you see people, families, you know, taking photos, ask to take photos for them so they can all be together. We always do that, and that's something we really like doing. But look, we are on the edge here. It is just, it's so, so beautiful. Ooh, the sun is setting right now. Feeling very grateful to be here. Ooh.
Nobody is out here and it is so magical. It's quiet, the breeze is just so refreshing, and this view, I just can't imagine there being a better one.
And I bet like during whale season you can probably see whales out here.
That would be whaley cool.
It whaley would. Oh, amazing. That was just like the cherry on top of our wonderful day today. And we just learned if you don't buy it down there, you can come here actually and put your 30 pesos in this little machine. So if you're unsure, come up, take a peek at it and decide then.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, well, we're gonna head over here and give you some more recommendations, so come along. All right, I know we covered a lot in this video, but just down here in the old town, there is so much more to see and do. Just a few other notable places we found are
the Mercado Pino Suarez, which is built in 1900 and is a great place to go down and get some food or a souvenir.
Yeah, the other spot is Stone Island. We went there the other day. It's not actually an island, but it's a peninsula. You can take a boat over there from Playa Sur, and it costs 35 pesos round trip. Once you're over there, it's really chill. You can just go swimming, eat some food, enjoy yourselves. It's a really fun time. We definitely recommend taking a day there.
And the observatory, Street, which we have not had a chance to go to yet,
Yeah.
but it's definitely on the list for this
Yes.
week.
Yeah, absolutely. But thank you so much for joining us here.
It would have been nowhere near as much fun if you hadn't been here to share it with.
It's true. I feel like this is one of the most fun videos that we filmed. We had a great time today, even dying in the heat.
And it was so nice being back on the ocean, you know, like
I think that's it. We really missed it.
for sure.
Yeah.
There's just something so special about it. And I feel like this place was so different than a lot of the other resort towns we've been to that were actually made for tourism, because there is so much history and culture here.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're wandering the streets, there's 500-year-old buildings. The cathedral was incredible. There's just so much to do and see.
Yeah, well, this was here, you know, before the tourists came in the 50s, you know, way before.
Way
so
before.
It definitely has that interesting aspect. But thank you so much again for being here. We just loved having you. And if you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to...
Ling, 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 the Crystal Bridge.
Oh my gosh. We'll see you
Next time.
Adios.